now going to explain to you what a hostess gets just for hosting a Facebook party, or we can get together at a restaurant or at your home, because sometimes, let's just face it, you want to have the girls over for some noshing and some good times, right? It doesn't always have to be online. Whatever floats your boat. Listen, Premier gives the best hostess bonuses, and sometimes they even run specials for their hostess, so you have to keep your ear out for that as well. But let me tell you what the regular hostess bonuses are. So, to begin, let me explain to you that a party counts as long as you have $100 in sales. Now that can be pre-party sales, post-party sales, or during party sales, or your own personal sales. Whatever you want to do. It's only $100, and let's just face it, that's only like 3 pieces, right? So, that put aside, let me tell you the basics. First thing is, from myself personally, aside from what Premier gives you, I always give our hostess one of our Premier Charms bracelets. And I will actually post a picture of that. It explains what all the charms are, and it's only exclusive to Premier. You cannot buy it. And it has special meaning to Premier, but it's super cute. And it's available in like a bronzy gold or a silver. And I will totally post a picture of that so you can see it. It's really cute. So each one of our hostesses gets that as a gift from me. And I also give a little incentive when you do pick your date as well. And I'll post that as well. We do a little game. So, from Premier itself. Now, I don't know any other hostess plan that is comparable to this. However, you know, if you have somebody else that you like, okay, that's fine. But I want you to be impressed, so here we go. So, Premier gives their hostesses, to begin with, 30% of whatever their retail sales are in free jewelry. So, if your sales are $100, right there you get $30 in free jewelry. Now, average party is probably around $400. So, you know, that tells you a little bit how much you get. I want to show you what an average 30% gets. I'm going to visualize it in boxes, okay? So, a $400 to $500 party will get you about roughly 6 pieces in free jewelry average. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 pieces right there. That's average, okay? Because if, let's face it, you're going to do some smaller pieces and large pieces. Now, it gets even better, ladies. So, you get 4 to 8 pieces half price, depending on how high your party retail is. And every time you purchase one of the half price pieces, that half price retail also goes to your free jewelry. So, let's just throw 2 more on. Let's do 4 half price. And therefore you got another free. It's a ton, isn't it? It doesn't stop there, ladies. Guess what? You have a chance to get up to $100 in free jewelry bonuses. And they're super easy. So the first one is, you need to keep the original date of your party that you book with me. Okay, because let's face it, this is a business for me, and if I keep having cancellations, that makes it a little hard. So if you could just honor your date with me, and also get $100 in outside sales. So people who cannot attend your party, have them look at the online catalog, place an order, and if it's $100 in sales, and you keep your original date, $50 in free jewelry, ladies. We're going to throw another necklace on there. I'm having a hard time holding it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now you get another chance for another $50 bonus. Guess what? Super easy. Everybody's going to want all the stuff on their wish list, right? And you're not going to be able to get it all unless you're, you know, rolling in the dough or you have a sugar daddy. Because let's just face it, we have over 500 pieces that you're probably going to want half of them. Anyway, so if 3 of your lovely guests book parties or little get-togethers or Facebook parties, you get free $50 in jewelry bonus. You can be one of those bookings too. If you love it so much and you didn't get enough, have another one. It's so easy. All you do is invite your friends on Facebook or have some girls over. So we're going to throw another one on the pile. Now, ladies, it's so much I can't hold it. It's crazy. And that's an average jewelry party. So wouldn't you like to get your wish list for free? If so, watch for my little pick me graphic, and you will get a little bonus for picking a date with me, and we can have a party yourself and get everything for free, right? Don't forget about those half prices pieces as well. So you can just jam up your whole summer wardrobe. It's going to be awesome. Now, One other thing that I want to just quickly tell you about is I never like to exclude anybody from understanding the opportunity of Premier, because I don't want to judge anybody and I don't know anybody's situation. So how is it right for me to hold back the information? So I just wanted to give you a very brief information about Premier itself and what I make and why I do Premier. Just to let you know right off of the bat, we have no quotas, no minimums. We don't have to keep any inventory. This is my own personal jewelry that I wear. It's amazing. I have my own jewelry box. We get tons of it for free. They run contests all the time. We can hold our own personal jewelry shows and reap the rewards as the hostess and the jeweler. And guess what? They give us 50%. They pay us 50%, and we get paid the day of the party, ladies. 50% of all our sales. That is amazing, and it's not tiered. It's 50%. If I sell $10, I get $5. It doesn't matter how much I sell. It's always 50%. There are other opportunities to get, bonuses on top of that, depending on if you want to sponsor a jeweler or things like that. But just the basic is 50% of whatever I sell. That's amazing. And keep in mind, they are a debt-free company who's been around for 32 years. Now, I just want to give you a brief example of what that can be for an average month of a jeweler who does this, I'm going to say, a little more than part-time. Now, this is a little more than what I do because I do have a full-time job, so keep that in mind. You do get from it what you do put into it. But I wanted to give you a little idea. And also keep in mind, anybody can do this, ladies. Anything that I have, I'm reading. They give us all the literature. We have all kinds of trainings. We have a big support group. Anybody can be a jeweler. We're not perfect, okay? So I am going to be reading this. So, don't get upset if you see me face down. I'm just, it's a little script, and I just want to give you a visualization, okay? So we're going to meet Susan, okay? I'm going to be split personality here, okay? So Susan, hi, I'm Susan. Susan needs a new job, a second job, okay? She can't work any set hours because she does have a job, and she has a family at home, but she has some part-time hours here and there that she'd like to dedicate, and she needs to try to get some extra money in. So she decided to join Premier. So I'm going to go through a month's process and just tell you with some average jewelry shows what you can get. So in week 1, Susan had 2 jewelry shows, okay? Her first jewelry show was an average $400 show. So as I said, you make 50%. So she made $200. She gets paid the night of the show, ladies. So remember that. Okay? Her second show was only a $300 show, but that's still close to average. And let's just face it, ladies, that was $150 for a short amount of time, okay? Our average is probably like $50 an hour or $60 an hour if you figure it out. Okay? Week 2, she was very busy. She only had time for 1 jewelry show, but again, it was an average one, so it was a $400 show, and she made $200. Week 3, she had a great week. She had a $400 and a $300, so she had another $350 that she got. Okay? Week 4, she was too busy. She couldn't have any shows, but guess what? One of her friends handed out her book at work, and she sold $200 worth of jewelry, so she got another $100 worth of another $100 in pay. Again, ladies, we get paid the night of the show. You only send Premier what they owe. So let me reorganize this here because I have 2 50s in here. And I'm going to count this out. This is an average jeweler who is doing this a little more than part-time. I would say mine's probably about half of that on average, but I do have some months that are like this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 1,000. Could you imagine? What could you do with $1,000 extra a month, right? How about even 500? I'm sure that all of you know somebody that could use this, and I'd be happy to give you the information. And just to let you know, until the end of February, they are running a special, and occasionally we do run specials as well, but they've only done this special one other time, and it's $200 off the startup cost. I don't really want to get into that now because you may be watching this after February, but listen, you need to understand that Premier is here for you if you need it, okay? Or if somebody else that you know needs it. Please don't feel afraid to ask me. I will be happy to share the opportunity with you. I'm going to cut this video for now, okay? And I want you guys to have a wonderful night. And don't hesitate to ask me any questions or ask to see something. I have tons of our jewelry, so if I have the piece, I will be happy to take a picture of it or a little mini video, or describe it to you, or find a picture from another jeweler that is wearing it, because we have tons of support, okay? And I want to be able to help you find the right piece. Have a great night, ladies. It was my pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.